So I have the privilege and the pleasure to introduce the next speaker, trainer, educator, motivator. He is someone that I don't just consider a colleague, a mentor, to millions of people that look up to this man. He is not someone that I look at because he has all these accolades and he has so many letters behind his name, literally like the alphabet, okay? He has launched, he has owned, he has operated successful businesses, several. He has been in the medical, holistic healing, the world of that for over 40 years. When I was diagnosed with breast cancer, given 7% chance to live, November of 2017, one of the first people I called was Dr. Franco Taylor. Not just as a doctor to speak life into me and to give me the wisdom of what I was going through and how to combat what I was going through, but I called him because I knew he would have a holistic approach because I was carrying a baby on the inside of my belly. I called him because I knew he was going to give me wealthy wisdom of abundance, and he was not going to give it with judgment. He was not going to have a hidden agenda. He was going to give it to me like I was his biological daughter. I have so much respect for this man. I have called him in the midnight hour. He didn't send me the voicemail. He picked up the phone and he talked to me like the friend that I needed, like the father figure that I needed at that time and that I still need today. He is my hero. He is a hero to many people here at Sanki Global. And I don't say it enough, but I love you, Dr. Franco, and I appreciate you. I consider him my spiritual father, and he is our director of medicine. Under his anointing, under his ministry, Dr. Franco has provided restitution, restoration, and redemption for so many people, including myself. He's reminded me that I can do it again and again. If I only have one yes, and that's God, I can do it. He's given me the opportunity, the ability, and the stability to believe in people again, but more importantly, to believe in myself. I want to get out of the way of greatness and bring a king to the line. And I do apologize for my tears today. I don't even know what's going on. I'm just so full of joy and happiness because of what we're doing. We're making a difference here at Sanki Global. And I have some freaking incredible people that I'm locking arms with, like Mr. Williams and Miss Fabby and Mr. Avita. And we're a family here, and so many incredible leaders that sacrifice. They sacrifice everything so that you guys can win. So I want to bring to the line Dr. Franco Taylor. Are you there, sir?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you just fine. Take us away.
Thank you. Everyone, that is my spiritual daughter, and kind of got me shaken up a little bit here now because she has what I call enthusiasm, and we will not apologize for the enthusiasm she has for you all. And that's what it's all about. I know her so well, like a father should know a daughter, and we've been together in corporations, multi-million-dollar corporations, and her only sole desire was that everyone that knew who she was would prosper. And so again, I thank you, my dear, for all that you do. I call her a fearless leader because she leads 100% all the time without expiration date. Thank you so much for that wonderful introduction. Folks, my name is Dr. Franco Taylor, and I am the nutritional medical director for Sanki Global 2020. And I like to thank God for giving me over 70 years on the planet where I can still touch my toes, I can still jump up in the air, I can still do a lot of things that some 40 and 50-year-olds can't do. So I thank God for that. My wife, who is blessed me with many years of support. I know she loves me. I always say this because she allowed me to deliver our children at home. I love you, sweetheart. Thank you. I wouldn't be here without her support. Um, my children and all of you out there in Sanki land, all of my Sanki journey partners, I appreciate you all and everyone on the line. Again, I've spent 40 years as a naturopathic doctor, a health evangelist, if you will. I've worked with 11 to 12,000 people, helped with losing weight, gaining weight, high blood, diabetes, even cancer, and full-blown AIDS, tens of thousands of times, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times. And I've watched a good deal of these people, maybe even the majority, get well when they follow simple protocol, when they learn what I've spent 40 years trying to teach, and that is that God's body was designed to heal itself, and that given the things that God placed in this earth, if you took them and took them properly, you would be well. Your body would be an AUTOmatic, automatic pilot, where it would heal itself. It would give you everything you needed, and it would remove and keep out of your body any kind of bacteria, germ, virus, even cancer and full-blown AIDS cannot exist in a body that is at a pH balance of 7.5. And we're going to talk about that as we look at this PowerPoint. So please, please, please listen, listen, listen. Put your preconceived ideas about medicine and so forth, herbs, put it down at the door of investigation and open your eyes, open your ears, and listen, listen, listen. Today, we're going to be looking at the truth about medicine. And we'll go to our first slide, and we'll talk a little bit about what we've got. We're looking at the methods of treatment. You all have been treated by Western medicine, by doctors, and I'm not knocking doctors. I'm not knocking medicine. I'm holding up the great doctor, if you will. Are you listening? Because you're going to see something here. We're looking at method of treatment. How do you treat? The Sanki Fit system falls under pharmacy, F-A-R-M-A-C-Y. Get it? Farm, plant-based, okay? But medical drugs or medicine drugs fall under pharmacy, P-H-A-R-M-A-C-Y, which are basically, and most of you know this, they're basically poisons. They're poisonous, toxic, noxious drugs, okay? So in the Sanki Fit system, our method of treatment is setting up a proper environment called homeostasis, putting the body at a 7.5 pH balance so that our body can heal itself. This is done through changes in our food program, elimination, bowels and urinary, getting all the stuff out of the body that doesn't belong, movement, getting exercise, and balancing our emotions and lifestyle. And this all happens when you deal from the pharmacy side. But on the medical side, what do? They attack, they kill, and remove disease using drugs and surgery. They alter or remove what they call malfunctioning parts or organs. Example, coronary bypass is putting in plastic instead of your arteries. Appendectomy, cutting out the appendix because they say you don't need it. Mastectomy, literally cutting off breasts. And in some cases now they're doing what is called preventive mastectomies or preventive surgery. They're cutting the breast off before you get cancer, simply because maybe your mother or your grandma, y'all ain't getting this, just complete destruction or intervention with God's way. We'll go to our next slide. And we're talking about the therapeutic products. What kinds of products are used for Sanki Fit system or that are used for medicine or drugs? Well, for pharmacy, we use products of nature, wholesome fruits, vegetables, grains, nuts, all these, and plant-based formulas such as the nano amplified products formulas that we have at Sanki. They're nano amplified, which means that the ingredients are so minuscule they can go straight through the blood-brain barrier and then go straight through the cell wall at the microcellular level and literally go straight into the system, bypass having to be digested in your digestive tract, which is all jacked up because of 30, 40, 50 years of eating wrong, drinking wrong, living wrong, and so you can't absorb. But these products go straight into the cell walls and immediately start turning things around. These are cold fermented olive leaves, rosemary leaves, turmeric, green tea, cacao, and black bean. And with them, there are no side effects. Are you listening to me? No side effects. But again, we're going to come over and look at medicine, drugs. We're going to look at this pharmacy and their therapeutic products. They use mainly man-made products, isolated drugs that are made from, get this, petrochemicals. That's oil out of the ground. Animal waste. That's right, the dead tissue of animals, okay? And they use placentas, baby placentas, and all this kind of stuff in these drugs. Toxic elements, man-made vitamins and mineral pills, and they have many side effects. What did I say? Many side effects, even iatrogenic death. What is iatrogenic death? That's doctor caused or medicine caused death. Are y'all listening to me? Those are side effects, folks. I'll go back to the pharmacy side. No side effect. Well, I'm sorry. They have 3 side effects, okay? They clean your bladder, your kidney, and your liver on the way through. Y'all may get that on the way home. Next slide, please. What are the therapeutic modalities? What's the arrangement? What do we do? In the Sanki Fit system, we literally have vegetarian or vegan diets. Detoxification, we clean out the body. And we're talking about products or formulas that do that. We rebuild the immune system so they can fight for itself, so you don't need drugs. And we help to lower cholesterol, lower the A1C and diabetes, lowering the weight. Exercise that helps to create even more or better or balanced emotional healing. And what does this? Our Hasaki, our Balaj, our Inner Seven, and our Kronui. Let me just talk about these a little bit. The Hasaki basically is our meal enhancement. I wouldn't call it a meal replacement. It's an enhancement. It has over 596 metabolites. So you say, what are metabolites? I've heard about it, but what are they? They're the result of what? Metabolism. You heard people say, well, I've got a high rate of metabolism or slow metabolism, but that's how fast your body can take the foodstuffs that you put into it, and it can break them down, assimilate them if at all possible, and what it gives you back are these metabolites. Metabolites have 3 functions in your life. Basically, they help your body to do what? Give you energy. They burn to give you the energy that the body needs to carry out all of its processes, okay? Number 2, it helps to rebuild tissues, bones, muscles, joints, so forth and so on. If you've been cut or hurt, injured, it's there for the repair of putting and rebuilding and putting new tissues on, okay? And the third thing it does is basically it flushes out the nitrogenous or the smelly, morbid, putrid waste in your body have to come out through the bowels, through the urinary tract, through the sweat glands. Are you getting me? You blow out some of it, you spit out some of it, but your body has to eliminate these wastes. And the metabolites help it to happen. So the Hasaki has over 596 of these metabolites. They give you energy. They work with your microbiota, which means the healthy flora or the healthy bacteria in your gut, okay? 26 feet of small intestine. You've got 7 to 8 feet of a large intestine full of do. You got to get this, okay? But this waste, because of the microbiota, it can pull the necessary ingredients into the system. It helps with the uptake of protein to the point of over 20%. We're talking about Hasaki now. It helps your body to absorb, and then the waste can pass through and come out of the body. So again, that's our Hasaki. Next, you see it says Balaj. I'm going to come back to the Balaj because that's our flagship. That's the product, that's the formula above all other formulas ever existed. I know because I've been doing this for over 40 years. I literally have been blessed to, in our family, the right stuff, okay? We have literally put together over 12 formulas. 8 of them are liquids, so they're 98% absorbable straight into the body, but they wouldn't always work for people because they couldn't absorb. But along came Sanki, and when the Sanki products like the Balaj got into our systems, then guess what? Even the products that I designed work better because the nanotechnology of all of the Sanki Fit formulas take the ingredients straight through the cell walls, straight through the blood-brain barrier. Y'all listening to me. You've got something that doesn't exist in the world. I know. I've been doing this for 40 years. There's nothing ever. I prayed for a company for 40 years that would come along and take its millions of dollars and all of its technology and put it into formulating formulas that would help the body heal itself. Are you listening to me? You run around in circles trying to figure out if this will do this, if this will help heal this. Nothing heals the body except for the way God put it together to be healed. And that is when you put in the things that the body needs and can use to help it to do what? Heal itself. And that's exactly what happens with our formulas. So we look at the next one, which is Inner 7. Inner 7 is all the minerals that the body needs. They are gathered from over 3.5 football fields down in the ocean, 321 meters, where all the living anemone and sea urchins and sea plants are. And why do these sea plants live so long, over 200 years? Because of all of the minerals that they take in that helps them to build antioxidants. And so we have our formula here, the Inner 7, from that many meters down in the ocean, pulling up and having it in a purified form. It literally has all of the 60 minerals that we need in our bodies for body processes, especially magnesium. And what does it do? It literally helps the body to reach pH balance of 7.5, which is what we call homeostasis, so that your body basically at that point, with all those 14,000 billions of antioxidants, and literally they can go in and help the body heal itself. How do they do it? They strengthen the immune system with lymphocytes, phagocytes, T cells, helper cells, B cells. These are all the white cells, all the immune system cells that go through the body and help heal it. And you have one of our antioxidants, one of the 14,000 billion of them, one of them can literally destroy 4 free radicals or poisons or virus in cells in the body. One can destroy 4. That means that this is a bad boy. All you getting this? We're talking about Balage, folks. So, but right now we're on the Inner 7. I'm sorry, the Inner 7. So it helps the body to do what it needs to do, reach that pH of 7.5. So it's on automatic pilot. It's healing itself. We'll go to our next one, which is the Cronui. And the Cronui basically is our product that deals with what we call thermogenesis. At night, normally that's when you store your fat, when your arteries clog up more, okay? When your sugar level builds up. At night, your body stores sugars and fats while you sleep. You wake up in the morning with high blood pressure, A1C level up high, waistline getting bigger. But our product, with its ability for the thermogenesis, it burns to the degree with the fermented cacao and the black bean. These basically, with their soluble fiber, can hold, they can first of all burn these caramelized fats and sugars and starches. They burn them up and turn them into immediate energy for the body. And then they literally help to hold the excesses with the solubility, the soluble fiber that comes from the cacao bean and from the black bean. And so what happens is these starches and these fats are pulled straight through the system and out through the elimination system, and they never get into the arteries and the veins, if you hear what I'm saying. So you wake up in the morning with your sugar level down, your blood pressure down, and your waistline going down too. Now we'll go back to that one that we skipped over. I'm sorry, we're gonna stay on that same slide. We're gonna go back to the one Balage, and it simply is the one that's the flagship. It's the one that has the 14,000 billion antioxidant cells, and it's the one that literally was designed first over 50 years ago, because it copied what the body did inside by making metabolites and antioxidants, if you hear what I'm saying. It has over 300 antioxidants, and basically the thing that we were talking about with the metabolites, it has 300 itself. So basically it helps the body to heal itself. It boosts the immune system to the point where this Balage with its fermented olive leaf, and it delivers and furnishes millions, as we said, of nanoparticles into the body, and they help the body to hold viruses. And we have white paper to prove that in our in vitro trials, that this product literally stops viruses in its tracks. So I just want to talk about it last because of the power in it. But we'll go to our next slide, and we'll talk about it a little bit more as we go forward. What does it do to our emotions? Well, it gives you a positive mental attitude. I have a son. This morning I got up early and I let my wife take a little rest. He's 23, he has cerebral palsy. And in the morning, he gets his 16 ounces of Balage, but he doesn't drink freely. So we have to take a little plastic syringe, and we have to insert all 16 ounces of this Balage into his system. It takes about 25 minutes. So that's patience. So we sit there, we make sure he gets it all. But as he's fussing and fighting a little bit. After he gets about 8 or 9 of those syringes of the Belage, he starts calming down. Then he starts opening his mouth to receive. Are y'all listening to me? It works with emotions, folks, because it goes straight through the blood-brain barrier, straight into the system, and it gives the body the nutrients that it needs so that the brain can function. The brain needs 33% of the nutrients that go into your body. But if you're eating cooked food, dead food, processed food, then how many nutrients is it getting? If it needs 33% of them and you're getting all dead food, nothing from nothing leaves what? Nothing. That's why your brain is not able to function. That's why you can't have your cognitive reasoning. That's why your emotions are shot. Your nerves and your brain are not getting nutrients. But with our product, the Belage, and what the other products, it literally gets the nutrients that it needs. So the body, even the emotions, can begin to calm. Are y'all listening to this? What we get here is we actually have joy, excitement, strength, because you know that it's working. You can see it working. You're not waiting to get the results from the doctor. Instead, you've got something that's working and it's right in your hands there. We have laughter, trust in God, love, empowerment. I'm in control. I know that I'm in control of my life. Are y'all listening to me? When have you felt that working with the medical system? So let's look at what happens in the emotions with the medical system. What do you get? Negative mental attitude. You're afraid. You have no idea what he's going to say when he comes into the room. You're sitting there afraid. Most of you, your blood pressure shoots sky high while you're sitting there, that white coat, blood pressure rising syndrome. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You're trying to cope with this sickness that you've got that they've given a pet name for. And you got anxiety, you got fear because you don't know what's going on. There's a weakness, there's even depression. You're out of control. Your life is in someone else's hands, and they very seldom come and give you hope. We'll go to our next slide. We're looking at the two systems, the Sanki Fit system versus the medical drug system. Now, in our pharmacy, our plant-based, we have created our own current health. In other words, you had a choice level, and therefore we can choose to change it and to help our bodies heal themselves. What did I say? Heal themselves, because our formulas take the body to a pH balance of 7. So this, under this system, you're what? Under control. Maybe for the first time in your life, you have control of your system, okay? But in the medical drug part, what happens? I caught this disease. I'm an unlucky victim. And doctor, God, please help me. I'm out of control. I need your help. When people come to me, they come to me asking, can you help me? Can you heal me? No, I can't. But God's body can heal itself. And we've got just the formula, the Sanki Fit system, that will help it do that, because it was designed, the first system ever that was designed to do what? Help your body heal itself. I hope you all are listening. All of the journey partners, these are the things that you can help your people to understand, to help them want your formula even more. They'll snatch it out of your hand. Are you listening to what I'm saying? So again, on the pharmacy side, I caught this disease. I'm completely out of control. Doctor, help me. Naturopathic doctor, help me. Voodoo man, help me. Seance people, help me. I need help. Am I going to get well? Can I get well? Out of control. Next slide. Okay. Responsibility. Where does the responsibility lie? Well, with the Sanki Fit system, since we've created, I'm sorry. Is that the last slide?
Yeah, Dr. Franco, but I would love to open, and I appreciate, thank you so much. You are, as always, a spectacular person. But I want to open a Q&A. So on the chat,
let's do that.
You can have, of course, people that can make a couple of minutes of questions. So in that way, we can definitely answer some of the doubts, or maybe some of the things that the people wants to share with us today. So guys, you have to write your questions on your chat, and definitely I will share those questions with Dr. Franco so we can have an answer right now. We have still some minutes to do it, because this is the information that you have to get on yourself as a value information. And this is the moment that you're going to be able to answer all those questions that maybe you can have regarding to our products, and definitely how we can make a big difference if we use our Sanki Fit system versus, the medicine. So Dr. Franco, we're waiting for the questions that we can have, but if you want to add something else, because you said that you were postponing a little bit about Belage, just go ahead while I can check the questions.
Okay, again, we have a formula that has been proven in vitro tests. In vitro simply means that these were with living subjects, volunteers, and they took a placebo on one side, and the other side they took the Belage. And the Belage literally brought under control, it brought under control gastroenteritis, which is a virus. It brought under control influenza A and influenza B and the SARS virus. Are y'all listening to me? So that means that it basically took care of all the toughest viruses out there. So that means that coronavirus, watch out. We've had several people. I work with a couple of families, and I work with a young lady. Well, young lady, she was an elderly lady, but I'll say young lady. And she didn't have much help, but she literally had the COVID-19. And we talked to her, that was about a week ago. And we talked with her yesterday. She's great. She's out of the hospital. She's doing well. She's beginning to eat, so forth, so on. So we watched it work in the lives of people that we actually know, that it actually will bring or help you to come back, help the body to heal itself, even from COVID-19. But there got to be some questions out there, folks.
Yes, of course, Dr. Franco. We have actually one here that says, how does help someone with low sperm count?
Okay. Remember, the life of the flesh is in the blood. That's Leviticus 17:11. So an erection, we're all grown. An erection is simply blood flow going through a muscle. So if we're having problem there, it's simply because the blood is not circulating the way that it's supposed to. And one of the things that the Belage and the Inner Seven do, being that they have this ability to create these metabolites in the Hasaki, these metabolites do what? They give you energy, they rebuild tissue, and they flush out the poisons and toxins. So when we flush out the poisons and toxins in the prostate gland, when you flush out the bloodstream near the penis, you flush all that out, the blood begins to flow and the body can regenerate even the sperm. It actually helps with hormonal balance and the increase of testosterone and the rebuilding of sperm count. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely.
Definitely. Dr. Franco, I have another questions here that I'm receiving on my chat as well. We are, by the way, we are in a live in Facebook. So if you have your Facebook and you think that this information is valuable, share it on your Facebook profile because we are in a live on Facebook too. Okay, so another question that I have here, Dr. Franco, is what is in the products that reverse diabetes, cancer, heart diseases?
Okay, remember this now, you got to understand, this is the slide today, we talked about pharmacy, that's F-A-R-M-A-C-Y, that's plant-based formulas, as opposed to pharmacy, P-H-A-R-M-A-C-Y, which is man's drugs. Man's drugs are all catastrophic poisons. How do you know that? You look at it on TV every day. Every drug that's advertised has at least 7 or 8, maybe 9 or 10 counter indications or side effects. And some of them are even stroke, going into seizures and death. Are you listening to me? That's on this side. On this side, we actually are talking about formulas that give the body what it needs so it can heal itself. So the reason why we have high blood pressure, diabetes, cancer, herpes, AIDS, is simply because the immune system is down. AIDS, AIDS. What does that stand for, folks? Y'all never paid attention to it. Acquired Immune Deficiency Syndrome. That means that the what? The immune system is down and you acquired that through years of not eating right. So what is happening now? You need to simply, if your immune system is down, what do you need to do? Build it back up. And that's what the Belage does. It literally has 14,000 billion antioxidants. Antioxidants is what the body needs to rebuild the immune system. So as you build that immune system immediately, what happens? The body sends out all these white cells to begin to destroy the cancerous cells, destroy the viral cells, destroy the germs, and destroy the bacteria. Are y'all listening to me? These formulas are designed to help the body do what it's designed to do. You got to come out of the box of medicine and you got to start thinking about what God has designed for your body to do. It will heal itself if you give it what it needs. And that's what these formulas were designed to do, was to start from the bottom at the microcellular level and build the body back up to where it can do what? Heal itself. And he didn't say I heal some of your diseases. In the word of God, it says he heals all of your disease, including cancer and full-blown AIDS.
Awesome, doctor. Perfect. Thank you for that answer. So we have another comment here which is with an answer. My friend's wife is diabetic and now on dialysis. Please suggest an approach to her to help her. I know and expect these products to work. So can you recommend maybe, doctor, what is the best way to give her with these problems the product? So I guess that he wants to ask us how many times she needs to drink Bolash, or how many times Inner 7, Kermi, or Hasaki.
Okay, well, let's just explain a little bit what is dialysis. Your kidneys have failed, okay? They may still have some function, but they're not working. So the machine is filtering your blood for you, and they won't allow you to drink more than 1,000 cc's of liquid. That's less than a quart of liquid a day. So since your kidneys are water-based, how will they ever heal if you never put any water in them, okay? But here's the key. In order to get those poisons and toxins flushed out of the body, you need more hydration. Well, I'm not knocking the system. They say you can't drink but 1,000 cc's. We do know that the metabolites in the Hasaki and the metabolites in the Belage literally help to do three things: give you energy, help to rebuild, and to help to flush. Flush. That's important. So if you can flush and hydrate the system, then the system can begin to do what? Help to pull poisons and toxins out for itself. You don't have to get as much of the fluid pulled off, and you can get to the point where maybe you can get to the time when you can walk away from the dialysis chair. But the doctor himself will tell you if you become hydrated enough. Now, there's some other things that you can do, because you got to do something for yourself. But remember this, the machine is helping you to do what? Get poisons and toxins out. It's pulling them out for you because your kidneys are not working. But let me ask you this. If you went into a steam bath, what would you start doing? Sweating. What is it that's coming out of your body when you're sweating or perspiring? Poisons and toxins. Are you getting this? So start doing 2 or 3, a couple of steam baths a day. It will flush out poisons. And when you get back to the dialysis chair, they'll wonder why you don't have more fluid to pull out. Okay, I hope you're getting this. Duh, hope you're getting this. You have to do something for yourself. But the Sanki Fit products, especially the Belage and the well, all of them, will help to give the body the food stuff, the nutrition, the flushing, and the healing of the immune system that it needs.
Sounds perfect. Thank you so much, Dr. Franco. So I have another question here that it says, is it true persons have testimonials regarding reserving COVID-19 or reversing, I guess, COVID-19? So how can our product help us, Dr. Franco, with the COVID-19? Dr. Franco,
okay.
did you?
Same thing.
Thank you.
The body has been inundated with this virus, and your immune system is not strong enough to fight off the virus, although it was designed to do that. So in other words, you got a gang over here. You got this many, this is a gang of viruses. And you got this one little immune system cell over here, and he can't really fight. He really can't beat him because he's not strong enough. So what you've got to do is you've got to increase this side over here to where it can outnumber this side. But when you take the Belage, it literally puts so many billions, 14,000 billion antioxidant molecules straight into the system. So what you got there is you get more gang over here to take over this gang, a stronger gang to take over this gang, and the body heals itself. You're simply building the immune system, building the immune system, building the immune system. I'm saying it because we don't get it. They've taught us that don't worry about the immune system, just take drugs. But your immune system works if you give it what it needs, and the Sanki Fit system gives it what it needs to be strong enough to take over whatever. COVID is just a virus. And we've told you that we've got white paper to prove that our product, the Belage especially, has actually corralled, destroyed, imploded viruses, the top viruses in their tracks. It has reduced them by 84.9%, and it has increased the immune system by almost 50%, just by taking it in a cultural trial, in an in vitro trial for just several weeks. So I'm telling you, we've got formulas that will help the body rebuild the immune system, and the immune system will get rid of any sickness, any disease, including the virus called COVID-19.
Awesome. Thank you, Dr. Franco. So we have another question here. What product do you have to help us to sleep properly?
Okay, that's an easy one. That's the Quinui, because Cronui is working with our chronological system, and Nui in French means night. Okay, so the reason we can't sleep again is because the blood's not flowing good, and you need blood flow in order to sleep. So when it's stagnant, you have just erratic sleep. You have nightmares. You wake up in the morning starved and hungry, and you didn't get any rest, even if you slept 8 hours, because it was not the good rest. You couldn't get sleep, no blood flow. But the Quinu, with its night reset, literally burns up all those fats and sugars that would clog up your system, opening up the system so the blood can flow, and it helps you to do what? Have a good night of sleep. Because you don't wake up with all that fat clogging up your arteries and your veins and even the capillaries to your head. But instead, they're flushed out, the blood is flowing, you go into relax. Remember, we were talking about the emotions. You can get into that rapid eye motion sleep, that REM sleep, and you wake up in the morning refreshed and ready to go. So the Quinu, all the system works, but the Quinu is actually designed to help with sleep, help with clearing poisons, toxins, fats out of the body at night while you're asleep. Quinu.
Awesome. Perfect, Dr. Franco. Another question that we have here. Another friend, father, is diabetic. Now he is not walking, and the doctor says he lacks iron. Can these 4 products help?
Well, absolutely. But the products are not the only thing that has to happen, people. We've been so used to taking drugs and still going back and living the same lifestyle, which was what was made us sick in the beginning. But here you got to do something for yourself. You want some iron? Eat you some raisins, okay? Eat you some beets, if you can get what I'm saying, and then continue to take the products, the formulas that are going to give you everything else that you need. But you've got to do something for yourself. And basically, the iron from the stores or from the what do we call them, pharmacies, are basically going to just lock up your bowels and so forth, because they're actually the iron out of the ground. But foods are loaded with irons, and we called out a couple of them. Do the things you need to do along with our formula, the Sanki Fit system, and your body will basically, you haven't heard a whole lot of people dropping dead because of iron deficiency, but it's an opportunity for the system to sell you what? A whole lot of drugs. But you can do things for yourself. There's something called chlorophyll. There's something called blackstrap molasses, loaded with iron, loaded with calcium. So you eat a little better, take the system that we have, and watch your body begin to strengthen, rebuild, restore, recover itself.
Awesome. I guess that we have the last question, doctor. It says, how does it help men with low testosterone?
Again, we have shown that the Hasaki with its 596 metabolites and the Balaj with its 300 metabolites and all its antioxidants, and the Inner 7 with its flushing ability to hydrate the system actually help the testosterone level or the balance of hormone because of blood flow and because of taking nutrients into the area of the prostate. Literally help swelling go down and to literally help blood flow, which helps to increase and bring nutrients to the area, which builds the testosterone level. And as we said earlier, helps to rebuild the sperm count. All you're doing is giving the body what it needs to do what it knows how to do. And we haven't done that in so long because we've been eating wrong, we've been drinking wrong, we've been doing all the wrong things. So now we can take the Sanki Fit system and begin to deal with pharmacy, Pharmacy, and you'll watch your body restore, recover, reverse, and heal itself.
Awesome. Dr. Franco, well, we have all those questions already resolved and answered. Thank you again for all what you do for us in Sanki. We really feel honored and happy to have one amazing element in the medicine here in Sanki as a director of medicine and guiding us on these part of things that are really common and sometimes we don't understand. How can we heal ourselves? But just with your words and your knowledge, we are doing it great. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. And guys, send virtual hugs, kisses, and applauses to Dr. Franco because he's been spectacular this morning with us in our Sanki Success Saturday. So let me play a video, guys, that is going to give you as well as we were talking during the whole morning. Dr. Franco, thank you, thank you, thank you again. I send you big hugs and big kisses. You know how much we love you. And definitely, if you want to add something else to the group now that they are here with us, just let us know.
Okay, let me just say this. If you see me on the flyer, I have this in my hand. This is our micro scanner, okay? And with this micro scanner, this system, the Sanki Fit system, along with this micro scanner, the Sanki Lab, Mayor Labs actually do everything that happens through our formula comes from us. The farms where we grow our own olive trees, our own turmeric, our own cacao, our own black beans, they're us. And this scanner, which actually is a microscope that you can point to your finger and you can actually see what's going on in the bloodstream. You've never seen that before, ever, ever, ever in your life. They never tell you what actually happens well, they don't show you, they tell you what's happening. You have no clue if they're telling you exactly what's going on. With this, our distributors, our journey partners can allow you to see your blood. We'll let you drink the Belage, and in 20 minutes, you look at your blood again, you'll see free radicals running out. You'll see parasites coming out of the blood. Okay? You'll see the fat being dissolved where you can see the mitochondria, and the capillaries will actually begin to stretch. You can see the blood flowing around and you start feeling it immediately. Hey, y'all getting this? That's what we've got. And on this phone or whatever instrument we have, along with the micro scanner, we can actually let you see your blood immediately and watch it begin to heal, restore, reverse, and recover itself.
Awesome, Dr. Franco. Thank you so much. And yes, you're right. This is the only company in the industry that can provide you guys with these details. If you want to know more about this, just contact us directly to Mr. Williams, Dr. Helen, or myself, and we can give you more details about it. Thank you so much, Dr. Franco, again. So let me play now a video, guys, that you're going to love, because we were talking about the 4 fantastic products that we have. But let me tell you that we have a 10D box, a 10D challenge that is going to resume in less than 10 days all these things that Dr. Franco shared with us, and we're going to reverse, recover, and restore your health in less than 10 days. So let's check this video, and we'll be back with you.
Hi guys, I know a lot of you complain of having bad sleep. You're low on energy and your body's just out of whack. It's not working the way that it should. I get it, because it used to be me. Supplements are this big mystery. I mean, everyone likes to say theirs is the best, but I've tried them all, from online to in the store, and honestly, I can't even tell if they've helped or not. And I'm here to tell all my followers how this one changed everything for me. The Sanki Intelligent Nutrition 10D program. The ingredients are pure, and that's really important to me. It's backed by crazy amounts of science and research, like nanobiotechnology. I mean, cutting edge stuff. The company itself is all about this beautiful mindset of harmony and well-being. I mean, it really made me feel like I could trust the product, and honestly, the whole program. And now, the results. I'm blown away how just about every part of my health has improved from this program. There are things that I was hoping it would do, like helping me lose weight and getting my digestion back on track. And I'm so happy with the results that I've seen. Seriously, if you want to transform your life, you need to try the Sanki 10D program. It's done more for me than I ever thought supplements could. Bye guys.